good is that? Music from One Night Only, a very talented indie rock band from Helmsley, North Yorkshire in the UK. They've been together for about 7 years now and make music. The track you heard is called Say You Don't Want It, released on Vertigo Recordings out of the UK. And word has it that the band will be doing a global campaign for a big beverage company in 2011. Be on the lookout at onenightonlyonline.com. Sam Pisser with you here on Passport Approved, and as I mentioned a bit earlier on, we're having a very special guest coming in all the way from the North Pole with Santa Claus, DJ DZHAM. Actually, DZHAM, he's not a DJ, but DZHAM. And ho, 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 away. Wow. Vodka. That is what I call a very big entrance. DZHAM, welcome to Passport Approved and Indie1031.com.
Oh, hello, hello.
So how was your ride from the North Pole with Santa Claus?
Well, Santa Claus is a bit tough, but yeah, I mean, he left us after he lifted me, and he left with deers and with the, we call it the girl who supports Santa Claus. She's, we call it the snow lady.
I guess, to be quite candid, when he says ho ho ho, he's referring to his girls. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And then they left.
Okay, that's not very nice of him, but that's the way it goes. So, are you on Santa's naughty list or good list?
Well, it depends, because I offer sometimes him just some interesting ideas how to make money out of the presents and the gifts.
Okay, I guess we'll get into that a bit later on, but DZHAM, you are a very talented artist from the Russian Federation, born and raised in Moscow. Is that correct?
Well, yeah, I was raised in Moscow, but actually I was born in a small town 400 kilometers out of Moscow. It's called Smolensk.
Smolensk?
Yeah, it is actually, yeah, this town is famous for the crash of the Polish president.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is exactly that town.
Well,
yeah.
What's the real story? Was it an accident or not?
Well, yeah, it was an accident. Yeah, it was an accident. No, it was not something like really, you know.
So like the Russians did not accidentally fire a missile while the plane was flying overhead?
No, definitely no. Okay. And yeah, you know. But this is a funny story, because this town was always the issue for Western Europe and Russia, and they always fought for it.
I see. So you've of course been writing and recording for a number of years. I saw that on your website. You've to date released 4 albums.
Yep, and yeah, I released them independently. So that means that I was not even signed in Russia, and also I recently released the mixtape with DJ DZHAM. So this is the 5th release, and it sounds like the whole LP because all the tracks are originals and there are uncut versions. So yeah, great thanks to DJ DZHAM who supported me, and yeah, I mean, I hope you will love the mixtape. It is free for download in the internet, on the Russian internet especially. So,
well, what's your website?
Oh, my website is www.DZHAM.com.
So DZHAM.
Yeah. It is kind of complicated how to pronounce it for some people, but yeah, it is like gem. But it is like DZHAM. So it comes from spelling from long history.
Now, I know some people have touted you as Russia's Eminem, and obviously in a very complimentary way. I had a chance to view your video for the single I'm From Russia, and you certainly have a very good sense of humor, and love the way the video was produced. Did you do this on your own, or did you get some professional help?
Yeah, actually, as I don't produce the musical part of my tracks, so this track was produced by the UK very established labels called Full Fat Productions, and Dean Gillard and Matt Ward. They are now currently working with Juanes, you know, just big Latin artists, and well, he's not big in Russia. Well. And yeah, and this track, it's a great track. I think we all loved the vibe that came, because it was like real, having good time, because nobody spoke about Russia from that angle, and I'm not afraid of stereotypes that I follow in this track. And well, the funny thing is that this track is funny, but it is real.
Well, so I know that you have a lot of local pride, as we all do. We should be very proud of where we're from, and I do recommend our listeners check out the video, because it certainly is very humorous, but also makes a point. Go to YouTube and type in DZHAM and the song I'm From Russia. Now, I know our special guest DJ today, DJ Daniel B, had a few questions for you, so he's very eager to ask you a couple of questions. So, DJ Daniel B, what are some of the questions you want to ask DZHAM?
Why do Russian ladies have hairy legs?
Wow.
Okay, I will tell you the story. So, really, Russian ladies have hairy legs because it is very cold in Russia. And sometimes it gets to minus 30 degrees Celsius. That's why. This is like a winter model.
These are like very tough questions. I couldn't even come up with these myself. DJ Daniel B, I hope you're not going to get any racier with those questions. What's your next question?
Why do Russians drink vodka?
Well, again, because it is kind of cold there and we need to warm up. And also because drinking vodka is like a constant Russian tradition, which stimulates Russian people to be brave and very life-loving.
Yeah, and I do recommend DJ Daniel B, you stay away from that stuff, okay?
Yeah.
All right, what's your other question?
Are you mafia?
Wow.
Oh no. No. But all people here, I mean, people from the US, they consider a lot of Russian people to be mafia if they come from rap society or from something like this. No, I'm not mafia, of course. And otherwise, the US government wouldn't have given me visa.
Well, DJ Daniel B, I hope that you're not mafia either. Okay, he's nodding his head from left to right, which is good. Okay, we got a few more questions from DJ Daniel B. What's next?
Are you in the KGB?
No.
Okay.
I'm out of mafia and KGB. I'm just in the middle. I'm the middleman.
All right. Well, one more question. I hope that you do have a musical question too. So, what's your next question?
Where are your weapons and nuclear bomb hidden?
What?
Well, it is a secret, but if you have extra couple of dollars, I can tell.
I guess, do you have some extra rubles, DJ Daniel B?
Well, we don't have nuclear weapons.
Okay. Do you have any musical questions, or are you going to go for the juggler with these pretty tough questions?
I have one musical question,
Sure.
and that is, how long have you been rapping?
Well, I've been rapping for 5 years now.
Cool.
And yeah, so I didn't have any experience when I was like younger teenager. So all people who are in rap genre, I mean, usually they start from 15, from 10 years old, from the childhood. But I never did it actually. I was brought on the bands like Nirvana, and on a lot of rock stuff and a lot of dance like electro music. So then when I was 18 years old, I tried to organize different like festivals, and I got acquainted with hip-hop as a genre, and then I saw Russian rappers who were performing, and I thought that, well, the quality is so bad, and they are talking about like rubbish things, and decided that I can do more, I can do better, and also I can do it internationally. So this is the story.
Well, you certainly have made some great traction across the globe with this track we're going to play next. It's called I'm From Russia. This is DZHAM, DZHAM, here on Passport Approved. Check it out, yo.
I'm from Russia, yeah, and all the girls love me. I'm from Russia,
Where you from?
I'm from Russia,
Where you from?
I'm from Russia,
Oh.
and all the girls love me.
Where you from?
I'm from Russia,
Where you from?
I'm from Russia,
Where you from?
I'm from Russia,
Oh.
and all the girls love me.
Wow. Wow, very powerful indeed. Music from DJ DZHAM, sorry. I got so enamored with that track, I lost my senses. And so, is it true you are friends with Vladimir Putin?
Well, we have very strange friendship. Well, I prefer to respect him, and he prefers not to call me.
I see. That's how he rolls. And
Johnny.
of course, a very talented artist from the Russian Federation here in Los Angeles for his very first time. Hope you're enjoying your trip so far.
I love LA. I love LA, and I enjoyed. No, the trip. The trip was terrible. It's 13 and a half hours flight because it's straight flight. Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of, yeah. you know, I just, well, what I need to say that I'm happy that I'm here in LA because here my friends Monty and Josh, they finally taught me how to replace yelling words, bad words, with the word Kanye. And it is very modern and fashionable here among all celebrities to say like this. You know, when you say like,
Kanye,
oh,
please.
easy, Kanye.
So DJ Daniel B, I know you've got some choice words. You had a couple more questions for DZHAM. So what are your other questions?
You ever hit with the ladies?
Sorry?
Do you ever hit with the ladies?
Oh, here in LA.
In LA or in Russia?
Both.
Well, no, in LA actually I was not here for a long time, so when it was pretty busy. But in Russia, yeah, Russia is famous for hits, such kind of hits.
Yeah, different.
Russia is the hit country.
It's, on the charts.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
off the charts.
I'm in top 10 probably.
You get one more question. Hopefully, it's something more serious.
Will you be my biatch?
Oh my God. No, but this I'll tell LA has very good sunny beaches and rocky beaches as well, and some sandy.
Yes, we have some very wide open sandy beaches. That's for sure.
Nice beaches, yeah.
Okay, DZHAM, well, we'd love to have you hang out with us for the remainder of the program. And just a more serious question. So, what is the music scene like in Russia these days?
Well, it is very diverse. Let's say that because the population of Russia mostly live outside of Moscow, because Moscow is like the capital and which is very civilized, and the whole Russia is a bit different. It has a little bit different culture. So more than half of the country still got used to listening to folk songs or something that it goes with accordance with the folk, or some ethnic rock. So yeah, I think that rock scene is the biggest. And if we talk about pop culture, well, it is kind of, I don't know how to say because I'm a rap artist, you know, it is very personal, but pop music now is very plastic because the biggest acts now are old and we don't have any replacement for new big ones. And as a matter of fact, we do not export anything since the tattoo ban. It's the good rate, you know, it's a good point. Yeah, about hip hop scene is now getting bigger. Well, in comparison with what we had in the 90s, where we didn't have anything actually. Yeah, for last 10 years it grew enough, so we have about 10 artists that really established, that can be on the TV, can be in ringtones more, or radio. Well, the situation with radio is very difficult because we have a big problem because with corruption, because we have a few record media labels, media holdings that control the whole radio system, and it's very difficult for unsigned artists or even for signed artists like big acts to get into the play, because this all is very difficult and you need to be really affiliated to them. Well, I think that situation will change because more and more Russia becomes more civilized and we get experience from West, and yeah, people like me are arriving, and yeah.
Well, I do recommend that listeners check out not only your video but other up-and-coming and established Russian talent by typing in youtube.com/ELLO. It's basically a whole community of Russian music, all genres, all styles, and certainly some very cool videos there indeed. And I know that you've worked with Jim Bean from Timberland. Obviously, you mentioned DJ Hookit from G-Unit, and hopefully we'll see some more collaborations. Maybe next time it'll be Linkin Park, Eminem, and Dido, and possibly the reformation of ABBA. I can see ABBA and DZHAM together saying money, money, money.
Oh yeah,
Bam, bam, bam.
and Frank Sinatra, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming over to Los Angeles. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, thank you very much.
And we will certainly stay in touch again. Check out DZHAM, www.dzham.com. I've been so captured by DJ Daniel B that the word DJ sticks in my head. And I've got to say, for a 9-year-old, he asks some tough questions, isn't he?
Oh, he was amazing actually. He looks like superstar actually. If you would see him, guys,
I think maybe
He's
it's-
Kanye.
Okay,
We're
Very
Kanye.
good. Yeah.
so Kanye,
Cool.
little Kanye, is it okay if we put your video on YouTube of you DJing here in Passport Approved on NT 1031 asking DZHAM all these difficult questions? Do we get your permission?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, you won't come after us, will you?
No.
All right. That's a solid no. Well, we continue now with music from Duffy from Wales, a new single from her album Endlessly. And DZHAM, thank you so much again for joining us.
Thank you very much, and add me on my Facebook.
I will add you on the Facebook and do my very best to Santa Claus.
Whoa!